Yeah, you know Aaron, you're familiar with him. Aaron's got this place out in the country, lots of land, right? Except for there's a highway right in front of it. Anyways, we still shoot out there all the time. So there's these kittens everywhere, dude. Like, you're crunching kittens everywhere you go. I started my truck one day. I got a big 7-inch pipe, right? I started my truck one day. Black smoke kitten. You know, I'm like, what the hell? They're everywhere, dude. So like, they're in the house sometimes, and we just kind of do like this with them, you know, get them out. We're like, where are these things coming from? And there's female cats everywhere too.
Just in this kid's house.
But there's, yeah, the kid's house is like this front porch, okay? So there's no male cats though. They're all just thousands of kittens. Sometimes they're dead everywhere because there's not enough food to feed all the freaking kittens, you know. And like one time I walked over and there was cereal in the front porch, and little brother was like, I feel sorry for all the kittens, you know. I was like, yeah.
It's like a 40-year-old man.
So he's weird though. He's got a strange voice. He's in kindergarten. Anyways. So we're like, man, we gotta start killing cats or something. I don't know what's going on. Just bird shot and go around just popping these kittens. I mean, maybe just shovel them. I don't know I don't know how to take care of this problem, you know. And I happen to be a very sweetheart, like a big teddy bear. Okay, my friend Aaron is too. Like, he can't kill a coyote unless he's like, I'm like, dude, come on, it's been eating the cows. You know, he's like, yeah, you're right, okay. So one day we're over working on the truck. We're over working on the truck, and I get to thinking, dude, it's gotta be like, yeah, one of the Fords.
All right.
And it's like, we're big Ford fans, except for Cummins. That's my thing, right? So we're over there, and he's like, dude, you know this has got to be like one dude cat out of all of Texas just keeps coming over and getting it crazy over here. And then we've got kittens everywhere. And I'm like, yeah, but who is it? Where is he? You know? And every once in a while we'll find kitten carcasses, like he feeds on his own children or something, and we're like, whatever. So we're working on the truck. Aaron's dad comes running out from the back door screaming and hollering, right? And we got horses in the back pasture and everything.
Is this right when you were talking about it?
No, this is like a couple days later. We're working on the truck, and he starts screaming and yelling, grab a gun, grab a gun. And so like we get real excited, you know, and we're like loaded down, okay? I've got my little AK that's all cut off and everything, and I'm all like, yeah, it's got the rubber band on the trigger, so it's automatic but not, you know? So when I get pulled over, I just pull the rubber band and like, see, it's semi, you know? And the cop's like, okay. And he's got like shotguns out the wazoo and everything, and I got my little 40 on and stuff, just in case we were getting attacked by engines, right? So we're shooting up the place and everything, and there's this whole back pasture. His dad's standing there in his boots, and he's got boxers on, boxers boots. And he goes, start shooting, start shooting. He's screaming and hollering, he's sweating everywhere, big fat dude. He was real scary in the boxers and boots. And we look back in the pasture, and I swear to God, this mountain lion is just jumping around out there, taking off. And so I'm like, bah, 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 like that, and Aaron's like, and his dad's got a little 22, and he's like, beep. Tossing rocks and stuff, like, get out of here, you know, don't come back and we'll throw more rocks, you know. The horses are like, oh my God, what the hell, you know. So this thing's Terrell Owens, so it's juking and all this kind of stuff, you know, and giving us a finger and doing like this. Anyways, the thing's gone in the forest, right? So we're like, what the hell was that, you know? That's what's making all these kittens, except for it's like half pit bull, half cougar, okay? The thing is amazing looking. Its tail's like this long and that big around. Slight exaggeration, but barely close. Like, it's a big tail, okay? So we're like, we gotta trap it. We gotta trap it and put it on my wall in my room, okay? This thing's cool. It's like half bobcat, half house cat, okay? So my mom works in the vet clinic, and we're telling her we're gonna shoot it, right? So the next day, we're hanging out. Like, the pasture is full of lead, okay? The horses are like, got bullet wounds and stuff. Next day, I'm walking out there, going back over the truck, and they got this big Massey Ferguson, and I'm like that. And the cat's sitting up on the Massey Ferguson, like, do something, you know? And I'm like, God dang. And there's like a propane can right there, and I'm like, God. So I'm like, you live one more day. We go to the house, we're back out, you know, and he's gone. We're like, God. So his dad's like, first chance you get, shoot it and kill it. We're like, right. Are you going to pay us? You know, he's like, no, but you can keep it. So make a rug or something. And so I'm like, cool, you know. My mom's a veterinarian, so she's like, just bring him up here when you trap him, and I'll just snippy snip and no more problems. He'll be a big cuddly bear, right? So I got all these traps, right? And I got like coyote traps set out and everything, you know, like foot snaps and stuff, like ready to kill this son of a gun, okay? Or just lop him off if I have to. And my mom's like, I'll do it for free. So then all of a sudden this thing comes up, and I go pick up Aaron, and we're going to the church to watch these dudes pick up heavy stuff and break stuff with their faces and stuff. And they're like all on steroids, and they're like, we love Jesus. And the one guy gets a pack of cards and like rips it with his teeth and stuff. It's cool. Yeah. And so
our team.
Yeah, and then he's got like a Coke can, cracks in his head and it spews, and we're like, wow. And so we're there. Well, the main attraction dude, who's all like can't even walk, you know, he's just like, and he's got like duct tape on his joints and stuff, so he doesn't just break his arms off when he picks crap up. His name is Big Timber, and so we're like looking at the ad, and we're like, dude, this is gonna be so cool. They're gonna break bricks with their faces, you know. We're excited. Big Timber. That's what we're calling our mountain lion. So he's like, yeah, Big Timber. He goes, dude, let's catch Big Timber tonight. We're doing this. Well, we're at Taco Bell by this point, so we pick up a taco, and we go back to the house, and we get this live trap. And I set up the live trap, like a coon trap. And I get this little porcelain bowl and I put a taco in it and I set it in there, right? So we go to the church, we watch our thing, we're like, yeah. We get back home, we're talking about girls or something, and we're like, Big Timber! So we run over and I got my little light. And I swear to God, the trap's about this big, like this, and that long, and there's just fur sticking out of it, right? And his big nasty face and my claws just like that, and that big ass tail's just hanging out, right? And I'm like, cool. So we get over and I found a piece of rebar.
Is this the first story or is this number one?
This is number 3. This is number 3. I find this rebar laying on the ground. I'm like, let's poke him. So he's like, yeah. So he gets his phone out. Well, he doesn't have a video camera on his phone. He's just got like recorder. Anytime I'm depressed, Aaron sends me this message, and it makes my day so much better. I laugh until I like crap my pants. It's so funny, dude. Literally, he turns it on and he goes, my name's Aaron Howell, my name's Myles Zimmerman, and this is our Big Timber, and this is the noise he makes. And we poke him and he makes a noise. Before I tell you that, let me tell you what noise he makes. Most cats are like, right? You know, they hiss and they swat at shit. Now Big Timber, man. Big Timber straight up bites like a dog, okay? And he's got like razors in his mouth, and he doesn't hiss, he just growls. He's just like, you right? So I grab the piece of iron, and I jab him in the side, and he's just taking it. And I'm like, come on, be scary, you know? And Aaron's got the recorder, and all of a sudden he goes like that, and it bites the cage. It's like biting at the cage like that, and there's like foam and stuff. And Aaron goes, ah! He drops the phone, and squeals like a girl, dude. It's the funniest thing ever. So anyways, I'm like, well, let's record it in case something happens. So before we kill him, we want people to know he was actually alive, right? So I get my phone out and I'm recording him and everything. Aaron's like, hey, let's go over the floodlight because it's night, right? I can't believe we got him. Let's record him. Let's get him over the lights. And we go, okay, pick him up. He goes, no, man, you pick him up. You're bigger. So I'm like, it's a cat, dude. Okay. So I pick him up and I'm like, what if this cat like gets loose? Like, what if we rig this thing up or something? Okay, like this, and this thing's like jumping back and forth, jerking my body around. I'm like, oh my God, he's like 60 pounds. So we get over the light, and Aaron starts squealing and doing his hands like this, right? And then he runs and does like that, and I'm like, what? And I look over, and the thing's still jerking around, and there's a hole, right, in the steel bars, right, like this. And Big Timber's reaching out, grabbing onto stuff onto the ground, and then he reaches up and he turns over and he looks at me like that, and he's like that. And so I drop it, and I drop my phone, right? And I start screaming, and I run across the front yard. I made so much noise. Aaron's mom comes down in her underwear with a shotgun. She's like, what's going on? And we're like, get inside, get the little boys inside, you know. He takes off, we don't see him. Okay, end of the story is the cat ends up being like a pet, sort of. Like one day I come home and Aaron's sister's sitting there in the front yard like this, in the chair, and there's a table here and the cat's just sitting on the table watching her. She's like that, she's like, do it like that, you know, I'm like, I'm not going to shoot him off the table. So I took a picture of the cage after Big Timber jumped out because I accidentally dropped my phone like that. I was really scared, okay? Don't even judge me. When you're big man, but I was spooked, okay? Alright. I dropped the phone and it quit recording, but I took a picture of the cage so that people would be like, oh my God, right? And then we ended up taking Big Timber into like my mom, and he was just like laying there like, go ahead, take him, you know? I've done my duty, you know? There's cats everywhere. Check this out. You guys are going to check this out. This is awesome. Oh, this is Peter. Ask me to tell you about Peter. Got a penny stuck in his nose once.
Me?
No, another Peter. Look at this. You see all these kittens everywhere hanging off my shirt? You see all that? There's another cat. I threw that one in the pond. They're everywhere. Hold on. I want to make sure that okay, look. See this cage I'm holding up? You see that hole? That is a hole Big Timber made. And just put his hands, like he had like monkey hands with giant nails on them, and just put him on the cage and was just screwed himself out, watching me like, I'm coming for you. I'm gonna drag your little brother in the woods, you know? That's the cage, dude. Is that crazy or what?
What kind of cat was it?
We don't, a vicious one. He was huge. I don't know. A bobcat mountain lion dog. I don't know what it was. See that thing?
Yeah.
Let's see the bobcat.